I'm Steve Kuj. Coming up in the Fast 15, the people of Flagstaff, Arizona are hit by one of the worst floods any of them can remember. You know, they don't call it the greatest show on earth for nothing, and people driving on the downtown connector, well, they got a bit of a show today when a zebra escaped from the Barnum and Bailey Ringling Brothers Circus. Now, this really is something quite amazing that this little boy has done. And don't worry, there are certain people within the city that have taken notice, and I'm told the chances are pretty good that Tristan will receive some kind of award for his quick actions. Fun. $21 million, that's how much money is now on its way to Arizona State University and the U of A. That's all because of a new broadcasting deal for the Pac-12 sporting events. Sports Director Craig Fouhy here joining us live now. And Craig, the big question here is how do ASU and the U of A plan on using this $21 million?
Hey, Steve, thanks a lot.
All right, here we go. This Gulf is as deadly as it is beautiful. Countless ships have found their graves at its bottom. Due to the nature of the fire and the stuff that's actually burning, and just how serious it is and hard it is to put out, firefighters have switched to using a special foam.
Reporter Steve Kuj picks up the story. Wow, what a turn of events here.
Oh, this has just been incredible, Don. I mean, this girl, we're told her name is Amber Rose Nicholas, been missing for the past 7 years, was kidnapped before she was even a year old.
My sister was kind of scared, but I wasn't.
You're a tough guy?
Yeah.
I'm out here in Dewey in this area that 2-year-old Emmett Trapp went missing, and search teams really have their work cut out for him. Check this stuff out. Look at this area. This is where police believe Emmett went missing. All of this brush, these big, thick trees. I'm about 6'2". I could easily hide in some of this stuff. Let's go inside for a closer look at just what the damage did. This part right here really shows you just how dangerous this storm turned out to be. This branch right here punched a hole right through the house like a knife through hot butter. We've got a huge portion of the local community coming out here to bag sand. People like my friend Joel here lending a hand to make sure all of his neighbors who are impacted by this terrible flood get the help they need. The winds were so strong, as a matter of fact, that it picked up a huge chunk of this roof and then literally threw it like a baseball, woof, right into this neighbor's garage.
And Steve Kuj joins us live. Steve, what are they doing to get rid of that stench out there?
Well, as you can see here, I am standing in basically the middle of the lake. The water would be way above my head if it was still here. Here to tell me how the city is going to rebound from that is Councilman Corey Woods. Corey, how do you guys move on from this? I mean, this was a huge revenue booster for the city.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean,
The decision has come down from the judge tonight. The trial for self-help author James Ray will go on. Thanks for choosing us. I'm Steve Kuj. A paragliding accident sends a man to the hospital after he plummets 60 feet to the ground. It happened this afternoon on South Mountain. ABC 15's Brian Webb joins us live now. And Brian, do we know how this victim is doing?
Firefighters tell us he has cuts and bruises.
The organization helps fill and fund libraries around the world in areas that usually don't have them. So tasty food, go grab yourself a snack and help kids read. World News Diane Sawyer is coming up next. We'll be back at 6 o'clock, and don't forget to make abc15.com your homepage. Have a good night.
Right now, several people recovering from heat exhaustion as crews face a busy Memorial Day on the Salt River. Thanks for choosing us. I'm Katie Rammel.
And I'm Steve Irvin. At one point, deputies had to close the road to the river because it got too crowded. ABC 15 Steve Kuj is joining us now live. And Steve, how's it looking right now?
Oh, it's just huge out here right now, Steve and Katie. Deputies estimate there's anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 people here, if you can believe it. And as a matter of fact, it's all those people, the sheer numbers, that have really challenged officers and rescuers all weekend with troubles and different calls. So we went out with them on the river to see firsthand just the kinds of craziness they're dealing with.
It's nonstop all afternoon.
Up and down the river. It's more like a rock concert than a peaceful stream.
River time, baby!
The loud crowds of people make it hard to pick anyone out, especially if someone needs help.
She's in a white bathing suit. Well, there's a lot of white bathing suits out here.
People are tubing, they get drunker and drunker, they're out on the river, they don't realize that they're getting that way, they get ahead of themselves with their alcohol consumption.
And that's usually when Sergeant Jerry Scott and Assistant Robert Denny get the call.
River 1 slip. That is having issues with the heat.
Right now we're getting reports of a girl suffering from extreme heat exhaustion. She's barely responding, so we're on our way to see if we can't help her out. Our airboat goes into top gear as we race to get to the woman before the heat does. When we arrive, the woman is nearly unconscious. Rescuers drag her on board and floor it to the ambulance.
Come over here on this side.
Paramedics put her on a stretcher, but before she's even loaded onto the ambulance, we get 2 more girls needing medical attention. We're told no one's injuries are life-threatening. The rescues were all a success. But they don't always turn out that way. 2 people drowned just days earlier.
It's always hard. You know, you feel for the family. The family's here. They're distraught. It gets to you after a while. It really does. It's not easy at all, but you kind of have to pull yourself together and keep working.
ABC 15 Steve Kuj takes us inside the underground world of Arizona bounty hunters. These people by day could be a coworker of yours, but by night they hunt the wanted.
Is that a 10-4? Which way to go? He knows he's got a warrant.
Like an animal, they track their prey.
A lot of times we're dealing with gang members, Mexican mafia.
The deadliest, most unpredictable kind of prey.
Who you looking for, man?
Man.
At times it's very dangerous. At times it'll take your breath away.
They are Arizona's bounty hunters. Stacey O'Connell and
AA copy.
AA, whose face we've blurred for his family's protection. Together they run Fugitive Recovery Services of Arizona. In just over 2 years, they tell me they've caught more than 100 wanted men and women. Arizonans in trouble for everything from drug trafficking to murder.
Mervyn Walker, $11,000. He bounced 5 to 6 days ago. Every cop in Phoenix is looking for him.
Tonight, Mr. Walker here is wanted for robbing a gas station and grand theft auto. The bounty hunters hit the roads of Phoenix, scouting out homes and locations they know he's been. O'Connell and AA always split up. One checks the front, while the other goes around back.
Yeah, 10-4, go.
Hey, this car he's supposedly jacked. Is he supposed to be rolling in that car?
Don't know, didn't say.
Why does a person become a bounty hunter? O'Connell says it was something he always wanted to do, although he has a comparatively pretty boring white-collar day job where his co-workers have no idea what he does at night.
You know why we're here? We're looking for a fugitive.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know where he is.
The family member and the girlfriend know where the dad is, where our defendant is. They're just not talking yet.
Following a tip, they pay a visit to our fugitive's son's home, and things get tense.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground!
Fast.
He's going outside, not there.
Move!
Turn over here.
Got him in the alley.
Jump out a window.
Get on your face!
The duo quickly subdues the runner in an alley. Is it their guy?
Hell, I don't know who you're looking for.
Which date of birth?
No.
10-1. I've seen so many people running and jumping out a window.
O'Connell and AA call off the search for Walker. He's free for at least one more night, but the odds are against him. Stacey and AA have a 95% capture success rate. Next target.
AKA Ronnie Mack. He's got a long list of priors dating back to 04, ag DUI, theft, a few traffic charges, drug charges. This is his photograph back in 2001. This is him currently. You can see what the drugs have done.
Ronnie's paper trail leads them to a home in Glendale. A woman who drives up assures them they have the right place. Mack is apparently seeing her daughter.
Yeah. She's been missing, and I came to look for her. This is Ronnie's house over here because he didn't show up.
Yeah, 10-4.
Ronnie, hold up, I need you to do what you need to do.
Sit down.
Hey, put your hands up.
Step back. Step back. Step back.
Hey,
Put your hands. Put your robe on. Previous experience tells us the guy could be hiding anywhere from the attic and the rafters to a bedroom, under a bed, in a closet. Who knows? And God knows what he's got on him.
Mack goes peacefully. He knows what bounty hunters are.
I dealt with them once before. They're just doing their job.
Fugitive handed over to the authorities. Bounty collected.
One more off the street.
And one more for the wall. Steve Kuj, ABC 15 News.
All new at 10, ABC 15 Steve Kuj takes us to a one-of-a-kind Arizona tradition.
Piles of ammunition, dozens of guns, and only one thing to do with them. You are experiencing the Big Sandy Machine Gun Shoot. Organizers call it the biggest event of its kind in the world. Hundreds of people making a whole lot of noise.
These folks are dedicated collectors and shooters. Most guys will bring maybe 4 to 10 or 12 machine guns.
Millions of dollars in advanced weaponry that comes in all sizes, from something that can fit in your hand to guns bigger than most people.
Just kind of a rush, knowing that you have that much power in your hands and you're able to control it. and that you have the skill and the knowledge behind it to do it safely.
Oh, no, this isn't just for the boys either. Mary Warden celebrates her wedding anniversary with a fist full of lead.
Everybody's shocked because that's not soft little spoken Mary, that's the homemaker. So yeah, they're pretty surprised that I would do something like this.
All right, cocked, loaded, ready to go. This is an M16 with the 100-round magazine. Let's see what we can do with it. That's fun. Moving targets make for good cannon fodder.
Here it comes, really tough to hit. This plane is flying probably between 90 and 110 miles an hour.
Remote-controlled planes flying so gracefully, it's almost a shame when they're blasted out of the sky.
There he goes, they got him.
Crowds gather for some of the crazier events, like bowling balls being fired more than a mile into the air from mortars. Over the years, the Big Sandy shoot has become somewhat of a family event. Where else can Mike Brewerton see his 10-year-old son, Miles, grow up before his very eyes? And where else could someone not old enough to drive a car, like Holly Ulicki, operate one of these? What's it like when you're firing that?
Heavenly. I enjoy shooting it and enjoy being out here and just making noise.
Making noise while making memories. At the Big Sandy shoot in northern Arizona, I'm Steve Kuge, ABC 15 News.